make some quick puff pastry.
The first thing you want to do is cube up your cold butter. Just line them all up like the way I did. Get them nice and evenly cubed. Then you're going to add in your sugar, your soft butter into your flour, and start to add in your ice water. This is going to let you form that détrempe, which is the dough. Then you're going to add in your nice cold butter directly like the way I'm doing. Mix it together just enough so that the butter is nicely and evenly distributed. You're going to wrap it up in some plastic wrap. This is really important before even trying to roll it out. Let it get nice and cold for about 2 hours in the refrigerator, nicely tight and wrapped in plastic. Once you do this, then you're going to be ready to roll out your puff pastry. So you're going to do what's called a double turn. Always roll in the same direction from forward to down, like towards yourself, exactly the way I'm doing. Do not roll out vertical, okay? You always want to keep it long strip like this, lengthwise, to create those really nice butter layers. Okay, at first there's going to be a ton of flour, totally natural. Now I'm going for my second turn. If you feel like your dough is not too cold and you can do your second turn right away, go for it. If not, refrigerate for 30 minutes in between each turn. You see how the butter is already disappearing, like you can see it a lot less? That's because it's getting laminated into our beautiful dough. By the third turn, you can't even see the butter because it's been perfectly laminated into the dough. So this is the third and final turn here that I'm doing. I'm adding just a tiny little bit of flour on the bottom so the dough doesn't stick, and then moving it around. Now I'm using a pastry brush to brush off any excess flour. Don't skip this part, it's important. Okay, you can see I'm doing another double turn. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to brush off a little more flour. Okay, and now my puff pastry is ready to use for, so many different small goodies, from palmier to puff pastry straws. You can make them in savory, also sweet. You can omit the sugar in this recipe if you want to make them savory. However, know that the sugar does help with the caramelization and it gives a nice golden color. I like to actually pre-roll out my sheets just like this and set them in between parchment paper in the freezer and keep them ready to go for whenever I need them. Hope you guys love this recipe. It's one of my absolute favorites. It took a couple years to perfect, but I think you're going to love it. French it up.